Well, this week, the doc from Neutrog is talking about recovering your plants, and this is a message for all of us after this summer heat. Good morning, Uwe.
Good morning, Graham. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, I guess it's been a pretty tough year on plants, and a lot of them have suffered. So it's probably a good time to think about looking at how to get them to look their best again. And I know there's been a bit of rain around, but the first thing to remember is you still need to keep up that moisture. It's been nowhere near enough, and then give it a gentle feed. So many people think that they should feed heavily because, plants have been burnt or simply dried out to a lack of moisture. But if you feed really heavily, you get that rapid new growth, and these leaves are often not really hardy enough to survive maybe another hot weather event. So slow and gentle is really the way to go.
Yes, because there is, Easter can be very, very hot, and that's still ahead of us. So obviously the high level of nitrogen in some products leads to a large increase in leaf area. So you get this burst of growth, but the roots often can't support those leaves.
Exactly. A plant can only carry as many leaves as the root system is capable of providing nutrient and moisture for. So in the heat and the dry conditions, the plant has probably lost some of its root system, unless, of course, you've been mulching heavily and keeping the water up. So a gentle feed allows those roots to keep up with the above-ground growth. And then because plants use their reserves of nutrients to come back from a stressful event, if you then knock them down again, they often don't come back a second time.
No, it's why I'm not a big fan of the old-fashioned 1950s and 60s powdered fertilisers, the solubles you put into a watering can. They're normally white in sort of colour, and they're just too much nitrogen. You get too much growth. But I assume something like Seamungus, the pellets, may be a better option.
Well, that's right. I mean, Seamungus is an ideal recovery fertiliser. It's got a level of nutrient that's sufficient for the plant to put on new growth. It contains that composted seaweed, and that can help to stimulate some of that root development, something that's essential for that recovery process. And on top of this, the Seamungus has some water holding capacity and helps to eliminate some of those non-wetting properties that many soils have after summer. So we really call it a soil conditioner because that's exactly what it does. It brings your soil back to life, and the plants love it. The soil microbes get stimulated by it, and in my opinion, Seamungus is really my favourite product because I can use it anywhere, anytime in my garden. Yes,
natives, exotics, veggies, roses. In fact, the whole garden will benefit from a really good dosing of the spreading of the Seamungus pellets around. Now, while there is still a chance of this hot weather events, bringing your plants back in a gentle manner is the way to go. Seamungus from Neutrog will certainly do that and not bring on this great burst of growth. It'll feed the plants and condition the soil at the same time. Seamungus, of course, is available at Bunnings, other hardware outlets, and you'll always get it at good garden centres and nurseries. Thanks for that good advice, Uwe, as always.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me on, Graham.
Cheers, pal. Yeah, Seamungus. It's a nice, gentle feed. We use it in a different... I know a lot of people use it in winter, but I use it at other times of the year just as a gentle feed to keep your plants good and strong and healthy.